Chat mana mau ya aku mau
Dari siapa gitu?
Kan ada masa
Kok apa ya suaranya?
masa apa?
Orang berat-berat ke robot. Aku tak boleh. Suaranya berat.
Dire team ban.
League upper bracket, second series of the day. In fact, the whole day is about upper brackets. And we already know that Team Liquid is going to be facing off against one of these two teams, but we need to figure out who they. Fly the whole day is about versus NIGMA. We already know that Team Liquid is going to be facing off against one of these two teams, but we need to figure out who they. Fly the whole day is about versus NIGMA. We already know that Team Liquid is going to be facing off against one of these two teams, but we need to figure out who they. Fly the whole day is about versus NIGMA. We already know that CIS Liquid is facing off against one of these two teams, but we need to figure out who they. Fly the whole day is about versus NIGMA. We already know that CIS Liquid is facing off against one of these two teams, but we need to figure out who they. Fly the whole day is about versus NIGMA. We already know that CIS Liquid.
So
Radiant team ban.
It's fair to say like that is the most obvious pick. I think we discussed before Aloha Dance. How maybe that's one thing we'd like to see is
Radiant
if like Team is banned at that. It's fair to say like that is the most obvious pick. I think we discussed before Aloha Dance pick at the moment. How maybe that's one thing we'd like to see is if like Team is banned at that. It's fair to say like that is the most obvious pick. I think we discussed before Aloha Dance pick at the moment. How maybe that's one thing we'd like to see is if like Team is banned at that. It's fair to say like that is the most obvious pick. I think we discussed before Aloha Dance pick at the moment. How maybe that's one thing we'd like to see is if like Team is banned at that. It's fair to say like that is the most obvious pick. I think we discussed before Aloha Dance pick at the moment. How maybe that's one thing we'd like to see is if like Team is banned at that. It's fair to say like that is the most obvious pick. I think we discussed before Aloha Dance pick at the moment. How maybe that's one thing we'd like to see is if
tes 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 1 2 3.
for a longer period of time. So maybe they'll go into that Mars direction, but maybe they will ban out some of those cores that they're scared about on position 1 and 2 versus the Lycan. We'll see. Maybe even the Axe into that Mars direction, but maybe they will ban out some of
the
those
time a
cores
little
that
bit
they're
about
scared
this.
about.
Flight to Moon was very clean cut. I'm like, okay, Beastmaster's already got. Get rid of the Visage needs to go out right now. The time a little bit.
Yeah, they're taking care. They're just deleting the rest of the zoo. There are still some heroes that are in the pool that Kuro could play. You have the Enchantress, you have the Chen as well that they could go for. The rest of the zoo. There are still to go that way. I still think if you're Enigma, you would like to get. You have the Chen as well that they could go for. The rest of the zoo. There are still to go that way. I still think if you're Enigma. Time versus Wind Ranger, you have a lot of magical damage and you don't care about the Wind Run. So there are some upsides for the Phoenix in this matchup, but there are some upside for the Wind Ranger as well, because you have Nature's Prophet to set up for the Shackle Shot, and man, I love the Tide. It's not a hero we see a lot, but it's so cool.
It gives you some deep push. Also, it means that Wind Ranger, a hero that's always been known this signature, I'll pick off one hero. You can't stun lock him and insta kill him now because he'll just debuff that and be able to move away.
Man, it means that you have minus 50 damage in the lane. You have Anchor Smash and Rubik. Literally not going to be able to last it as a Lycan. If these two connect, like Fate Bolt, minus damage, Tidehunter with his spells, it's going to be a difficult lane for the Lycan. This most likely will be the off lane, but keep in mind, if they do some shenanigans here on the Enigma side, and if they try to put Lycan mid, you could switch up and put Tidehunter mid. It's not conventional, but he crushes Lycan there as well and does really great with a lot of experience and a lot of early levels, a lot of early gold.
The other thing that Enigma has to think about now is you mentioned things like the Chen, the Enchantress, is whether you want to go towards those heroes anymore, because Tidehunter, it is quite the big wrench that works, right? It does screw up your plan a little.
Yeah, you could get something that deals with the Tide. Ursa perhaps, something along those lines. Instead they go for the Earth Spirit.
So either of these could be a Wii hero right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But likely the Wind Ranger.
They did play the Earth Spirit mid, they played the Wind Ranger mid as well. So the only question is Nature's Prophet. What do you think? Should this be the mind control Nature's Prophet?
You'd imagine so. It's kind of one of those heroes that you just think of when you think of mind control. There is, I don't know if we've seen too much Kuro 5 Nature's Prophet recently, but it's just a hero you can easily play in the 5 role right now.
I mean, Miracle did play it a few times too, right? On the position 1, so
But imagine you're going to have, like, that's the thing, it's like Miracle should be on Lycan, but potentially Mind Control could be on Lycan, right? It's that interchangeability.
5 seconds remaining.
Now when you see this Phantom Lancer, and when you think about the Enigma side, you don't really have a lot of heroes that deal with the illusions. Earth Spirit could have a good start if he could have, I don't know, your E-Blade into Shivas or Halberd Shivas or whatever that he likes to go for, even a Veil. He could be your strong hero that deals with all that AoE, plus Wind Ranger with a power shot. It could be enough,
10 seconds
but if he starts
remaining.
on position 4, it could be a little bit rougher if GH is playing.
5 seconds
We'll see
remaining.
though. Flight to Moon, they're expecting position 1 to be the last, so they ban out the AAM.
So this is where we find out if this is going to be a Tidehunter Iceberg hero. Like, we know that Iceberg loves to play as hero. He has played a lot of in the past.
I guess if you're Flight to Moon, you're thinking it's general, and then you're picking your last pick, but you're staying open to the possibility of changing your roles, right? You could still roll the Tidehunter on the offlane and the last pick. Nah, this is it. This is it. It's Iceberg Storm Spirit for sure, yeah. Tidehunter offlane, Storm mid, Phantom Lancer. It's very clear cut when you see Flight to Moon how they will lane their lanes.
It's not a completely free Storm Spirit game though, because you can instant silence him with the Earth Spirit and initiate from there, right? So he does have to be a bit careful.
10 seconds
You have
remaining.
that, you have the Shackle Shot after. Lycan is always spooky with
5
his Necro
seconds
tree. He can
remaining.
burn through your mana quite fast, so there are some pretty decent things for Nigma versus that Storm.
You may now
All right,
select your
straight into the
heroes.
Necrophos. So that's another way to try and get him, like Storm Spirit, not the tankiest of boys, so you can Scythe burst him because Power Shot, Earth Spirit, there is enough damage there. Wrath of Nature.
Look at Nigma, they're not picking their heroes still.
They're like, tell us, Fly to Moon, what are you doing? Oh, hello, let us just go ahead and adjust this slightly. They were a little bit paranoid maybe the Iceberg was going to still go for that tide.
Yeah, I don't think you can adjust things too much on Nigma as well. Maybe the Necro and the Prophet can switch up the lanes, right? Maybe Necro and...
I imagine it's like the big one for right now is like, Reed, you want Wind Ranger? And you'd imagine yes, because they just gave GH Earth Spirits. Now it'll clear itself up. This should be... actually, does it? I think this is Mind Control Necro.
Miracle Prophet.
There it is.
Miracle Prophet. Kuroki like it. Kuroki like
Okay.
it. All right. Yeah. So I think they might switch things up completely here, in which Miracle goes. And he doesn't really like the Tide Hunter lane. He doesn't really like the PL lane. But I would assume they will put still Mind Control with GH on the off lane, and then Kuro and Miracle on the safe lane, because a Miracle doesn't really need way too much help. He does have Kuro there. We'll see how much this position 5 Lycan will be able to contribute, though. This is something. This is a curveball from Nigma. This is something interesting. Yeah.
I tell you what, the interesting part's going to be: will he pick up boots early, or will he just do exactly what every other Lycan does?
I
just
think
rush the Helm of Dom Necro party.
Yeah, I think you go for Necros here if you're Lycan. You still do that. Maybe Helm of Dominator instead. But this is, I know it's not great for them that they have a position 5 Lycan, but it's still
we don't know whether it's great or not yet.
It's not. Let's say it's not standard.
Yeah, it's
but
not
it's
meta.
Still good. Yeah, it's still good that they found a way to deal with the Tide Hunter on the offlane, because they had to, really.
Yeah, and this is also a case of now you have a hero that can just run at the Rubik on the lane, right? So you split the Rubik, the Tide up, you maybe force one to use Fade Bolt on you, and all of a sudden we mentioned that like minus 50 damage isn't there for the Lycan. He will be able to farm. Oh, not Lycan, sorry, the Nature's Prophet. He'll be able to farm.
You see, click on Kuro. You see his item build. Welding Blade, Sage's Mask.
Oh,
Boys,
I see. So this is the infamous jungle support.
this is the good old boys. You didn't let me carry. You won't have a position 5. I'm going to the jungle.
Just sitting there, you just imagine the comms Enigma. Kira's like, so which one of you wants Lycan this game? And there's just silence. Like, we don't want to. We're boring. It's boring. We don't want to play Lycan anymore. Just a heavy sigh that's in, and Kuro goes, okay, boys, step back.
Actually, it looks like Miracle will go offlane together with GH. Now, PL is one of those heroes that can
30
deal with the
seconds to
Furion.
battle.
It's not great versus Nature's Prophet, obviously, but he should be fine. He has always Wanna Fly to help him out as well.
I think that makes a bit more sense as well. Otherwise, you've got double creep army potentially running into the Tide. And then you're like, okay, so...
You don't want that. You
we're just
definitely
wasting
don't
us.
want that. But you see mid, you see where General is. He's also swapping things up.
Not only that, you see where Kuro is. He's like, I can't be asked for this,
The
boys. I'm just going to
battle
TP out when you
begins.
figured out the rest.
He doesn't need to leave the base right now because the creeps spawn at the 1 minute mark. You just chill. You just wait for the camps to spawn.
This man has done jungle support before, I can tell.
Wait, he's actually not gonna move. I was joking.
I think he's actually doing jungle support, Liz. We're getting treated to something different here. He's actually doing it.
He's doing it. He's doing it. Yeah. He's optimizing it even. He's literally optimizing it because he summoned the wolves at the 30-minute mark. He has full mana now. He'll get to the desired creep wave.
I tell you, as a person who used to do the Nature's Prophet jungle from minute 1, I can tell that this man has done this before. He has optimized his time, and as you said, this is definitely not a Kuro first.
There is a Loha dance though. No, he's just blocking the small camp. Oh, you naive boy.
He doesn't know what's hit him yet. He'll walk in and maybe discover. He's going to click on Kuro and go, why does he have a Quelling Blade, guys?
He did find
they're the
him
things.
though. Yeah.
We'll have to see if they can actually shut
Mind
him down.
control, top lane. Might be...
Moving in, and it looks like he might tick out. He gets one heal out of the Fate Bolt. One more hit would do it. He's trying to juke and jive, but they'll get him. It's just a matter of Rubik trying to leave it for someone else.
Oh,
Or not.
he's still... They're not even killing
What
him.
is this? Just kill him. Okay, they could have had that. That could have been the easiest first play. They were being too generous. They were being too gentlemen. They always want to fly or V-tune to have it.
And the amount of time that you have actually wasted trying to kill that Necro. Meanwhile, Lycan is just free farming the jungle.
This is the bigger problem, yeah. Oh, there you go. Interruption finally occurs. A lot of dancers found out that he's also a jungler.
He has to be careful here with the good... he can't block him.
You would have to block him for 20 seconds, I think.
Yeah, that's true. The Fade
Especially
Bolt
with
is
Fade
there
Bolt,
as well. Yeah.
Meanwhile, the mid is going really well for Iceberg.
courier has been
13-2. We's only got 8-2 at the moment.
And he's denying these...
Oh,
Man, he's killing him right now.
he's making this look so... Oh, he's doing his own jungle, GH. He's sapping away from Iceberg's jungle.
He should be fine here. There's still no lift. Still no level 2 on Rubik, so they can't really catch him.
I mean, I know we said that this is one of Aloha Dance's signature heroes, but I do think it also tends to be easy to play if you do get XP.
And look at Kuro. His net worth, he has 16 CS. He's just below, okay, he's pretty far below Wind Ranger, but still, he almost has a
He's
Necro
being
1.
mind control.
Yeah.
This is how you measure it, right, Liz? If the lane you screwed over has got less gold than you, then the jungling hero is a success.
That's the measurement. Okay, I see. Top lane, mind control. He's gonna have less even more now.
And he's in trouble. They drag him in. They'll kill him off. I'm starting to think that, yeah, Kuro is the boss we like it. Nice kill in the mid.
So soon.
Now they get some serious pressure as well because they've got Miracle here.
Radiant structures are
That's a good
fortified.
rotation from him. But it's still what? What the level? Oh, actually a level 3 Rubik. Wow. He got 2 levels really fast over there.
He was given solo XP because, of course, Iceberg's just jungling constantly. The good thing for NIGMA out of this is they force General's rotation because they don't want to lose the tier 1 tower. So now, bot is just a free lane for Miracle.
And you can't really mimic his movements, right? Because Miracle, he has his teleportation, so if you TP mid with General, you need to stay there. Miracle, however, he can juggle from one lane to the other.
And I think they're looking for the favorable rotation, or from Flight to Moon's mind, the one that can deal with Nature's Prophet. And then they'll just TP him out again, because Mind Control's TP'd bot, but hasn't shown himself yet.
Iceberg, he's actually very low.
Very low is one way to put it. I think the word is dead, but the neutrals did get him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I think GH is still fine with that. He obviously would have loved the kill, but he gets some CS instead. That's pretty solid too.
Meanwhile, Necro just trying to get some CS, got spotted out by Low Dance. They know what the move was now,
Radiant's
but NIGMA don't
bottom
care at this
tower
stage.
is under
Miracle
attack.
is strong enough to just put down this tower, and that's going to be a freebie for the side of NIGMA. I like what they're doing in that regard as well, because like, who can you make plays around on the side of Flight to Moon right now? None of these heroes are good to go before like the 10-15 minute mark.
I guess around General, right?
Dire's
He's
middle
good to
tower
go
is
already.
under
He has
attack.
Vlad's and Faded Brooch. So he is definitely tanky enough and strong enough to fight. He has his Ravage too. But what do you follow up with? That's the question.
And it's
You
also
have
the nature
nothing.
of it,
Dire's
right? Like,
top
it's
tower
not,
is
I'm
under
jumping in
attack.
and initiating. It's kind of, usually at the moment we see the early Ravages being used on someone's already caught or a counter-attack, should we say.
Yeah.
Oh, turns out that NIGMA got a cheeky little extra item. GH stole a shovel away.
Shout out to Rob and Roll, the mighty observer
Look at him
that
go.
catches everything.
Really? I thought that was just the voice in my head.
The voice is called Rob.
You started naming it?
Yep.
Good old Rob. Oh. Imagine now they get another shovel and just start digging for gold. Oh yeah, Windrage's got the shovel as well. There
Radiant's
we go.
middle tower is
They're
under
the
attack.
digging team. You know, he likes his Meepo, and they're cosplaying. They just need 2 more shovels, and he can win the game easily.
Right now, you wish you drafted an alchemist. All right, we want some free kill, and a low dance might be it.
Radiant's
Got
middle
the javelin,
tower
does
is
decent
under
damage.
attack.
Scythe with a power shot means the low hard dance. He might caught up on the XP, but now he gets to take a break from farm.
What does he get? He gets the
Radiant's
cobalt.
bottom tower is under attack.
The shovel is cursed. It's just gonna drop kobolds. +7 GPM, gold. Actually +6 in that situation. Feels bad, man.
I just like to imagine there's some sort of troll code in there. If team has 2 shovels, like the shovel count is more than or equal to 2. Eliminate bounty drop chance.
Always wanna fly? He just don't win. He has no way
Radiant's
out.
bottom
Yeah.
tower
He's
is
gone.
under attack.
I don't know what he tried to do there, though.
He wanted,
Because
he wanted the outpost,
he wanted
I
the.
think.
I know, but the thing is, if you move to the cliff there, you dive over the cliff and you just right-click the outpost. You go back
Yeah.
under the cliff and you get the outpost. But instead, he just.
Radiant's
I
courier
think he
has
thought
been
PL is
killed.
going to follow up and they'll be able to
Dire's
kill
top
off
tower is
Furion,
under
but
attack.
because of GH being around, PL goes back.
I don't think it was. I haven't played this hero enough. I don't know, considering how much we see always want to fly playing Phoenix at the moment.
Yeah, he loves the hero. He plays it quite a lot, quite often. And I love the build on him as well. This is what they need. This vessel will help them tremendously versus the Necrophos.
Don't even need boots. Boots. They just slow down your farm towards that
The-
spirit vessel.
They're nice, but they're not the most needed item on Phoenix, definitely.
No, Windlace will do. See, Miracle has got the Blade Mail. Yeah, straight into the Maelstrom neck. Just going into your standard cookie cutter build for the Nature's Prophet right now. GH is getting some space though, and it's interesting to see that he's going for the Vlads in this game.
Man, there's a Necro too on Lycan. I would argue that this hero is the strongest one. Yeah, already on the side of NIGMA. He could start fighting. He could pop these Necros and just full form any of these towers. His issue, however, still stands. There is a Ravage against him.
True, but one day he will emerge from the woods. After mastering the art of the wolf, he will become one with the rat and overwhelm these towers, sir. That's how.
You know what it is? You know that he oh, they spotted him ulting here.
He doesn't want to kill a bird that badly. Maybe if they find a different pick though. Roll in on the Rubik. He did get the steal. The shackle shot doesn't land, but the power shot did connect and he's dead. And this might allow them to push, but reinforcements are coming in. They force Iceberg back to the mid lane. The one they're interested in is what's General up to?
Storm? Low mana?
That's all his mana, more or less. He's got one small bull line left, and Kuro knows it, so he shapeshifts up. And now you're in trouble. Shackle shot. There's trees all around. No way out of this. He's going to go down. And as a result, you've just forfeited your tier 1 tower in the mid.
That was always on fly. They're hunting for sure. Power shot.
Beautifully done. Gets the kill, and they are going to force the Tidehunter here, but I mean, are you even scared of the Ravage now? They've got nothing really left in the chamber. Shackle shot off the mark a bit. Needs to be careful he doesn't get shackle shot himself.
No, you don't have the wolf form. Yeah, you don't have the wolf form. You don't have the ulti from the Prophet, so I think you're still scared of the Watermelon. Tidehunter is level 10. He's really difficult to take down. For that kill, you need mind control, and he wasn't joining, so it's better to back off. But such a weird... I could see Iceberg. There was a region rune, right? So he really wants it, but that was so greedy. It's such a classic Iceberg move, though.
Yeah, oh, if I just pick that up, I can win the game. And then he forgets all the other variables around it. Like, oh, someone else is closer. Oh, I'll have no mana when I arrive. That's the curse of level 1 bull lightning. You just don't really get around too far.
Yeah, they're getting some pretty big. Yeah, they're getting some pretty big items on NIGMA. Vlad's will be completed in 180 gold on Earth Spirit, MKB in 1000 gold on Wind Ranger. Your Maelstrom like you.
Level 3 Necronomicon as well. I think that's the bigger one.
That's a huge one.
Yeah, they're smoking up for it. It's on the way out in the courier now. It's a slow courier. But once it reaches, you're ready to rock and rumble. And as you were going to say, the Maelstrom, right? Just always miracle farming on the side. Wait to his heart's content.
Bottom lane.
I like how the advanced squad, they're here to kill people. And then there's Kuro coming in behind, who's here to hit things. Roll in. It's good. Always want to fly. We'll go for the dive away. He's got the egg. He will commit it.
Egg.
But they
has Ravage.
They can blow it up straight away. The Ravage doesn't change anything. They only catch G8. Maybe they can find a kill because of it. But they've still lost the Phoenix. And now NIGMA. Do they want to fight? Miracle chased into on 2. V-Tune does have the diff already. And Miracle with the blade mail protects himself at the side. Comes down on V-Tune's head. He's gone. Kuro, he just popped his head in.
Look at the Necros. Look at the Aloha dance. He's just dying to the creeps.
He is. Kuro went the long way around, but he had enough time. He just returns to the scene of the crime, gets the kill, and now the pressure goes onto this tier 2 tower.
Kuro went back, got himself a coffee, got himself a drink, and then returned. Just to get the experience. That's just to be in range, just to see Rubik as he's dying, nothing more. Because Aloha Dance was about to die to the creeps alone.
I think you're right. I mean, that was one of the slowest moving people I've seen with smoke on them in a very long time as he approached that lane.
The problem was there. Flight to Moon, they scouted the movement. They used the scan. They knew exactly what's going to happen. However, they didn't expect the GH's blind rolling boulder. He just blindly rolls in, he catches Phoenix. Phoenix does manage to get the egg off, but it's too far from the Tidehunter, and because of that, Tide can't Ravage to protect
Dire's
it.
middle tower is under attack.
It's kind of, they done a good job of narrowing down where it could be as well, right? Because they split into 3. They looked for the smoke break. At that point, like, okay, if we know someone's here, they must be in the most predictable and most used spot behind the tower.
Fortified.
But still good. Well done by them. Not only that, they got the mid tier 1 as well.
They did see him. They knew he was there. They just, I'm just saying it's blind because he could, yeah, he could be a bit.
Ya.